Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this collective reading. And this is an interesting transmission because it talks about misunderstandings. Last time when I spoke about this energy, it was given to me from one perspective or one side, okay? But today is very interesting because I'm getting to see both perspectives and both sides. So let's jump right into it. I would be using tarot as well. I would be using auto reading cards, and I would definitely be using the downloaded message that's been given to me here. So let's see. The first thing I'm being shown is that between you and someone, there's misunderstanding. But the core issue is not misunderstanding, it's mood swings. Okay. How do you get, or how does anyone else get the mood swings? They get it via the programming. Maybe one of their parents was very moody. And today we'll understand the mood swing is also connected with lunar nodes Rahu and Ketu. So when we say someone is moody and we see it in a negative way, it means that they get easily impacted by the negative thoughts that run in their mind. That means the Rahu and Ketu, the lunar nodes are mostly prevalent or activated in their chart, or they have not done the right type of inner work. So, when we speak about Suna Moon energy, also, it's not only my monopoly. My name is given to my master. My master gave me the name Suna Moon, but it also has a meaning and also is a type of energy where you control or you take care or you balance of both your sun and moon energy. Nobody on this planet can flourish without either two. And if one is balanced and other is not balanced, it cannot work. And you will be very surprised to know that most twin flames operate on the sun and moon energy. So the twin flame also means one person, the other one is showing you, mirroring you where you need to work on the sun energy or the moon energy. Mostly for men, they have to work more on their divine feminine energy in today's time and age because of the programming, because of all the other factors. And mostly women have to heal the divine masculine energy. Divine masculine is sun energy, divine feminine is moon energy. Divine feminine also means divine father connection. So the feminine is connected with father mostly, and the masculine is connected with mother mostly. So I can go really deep into this, and it's a very interesting science as well. I also speak about the solar plexus because when we speak about the solar plexus mantra, it is done in a certain way, and that is using your third eye, which is your Ajna chakra, with your Manipur chakra, the solar plexus chakra. Solar itself means the sun. Sun connection is there, and Ajna chakra is intuition, again connected with moon. So when we work on these two chakras together using the Ram mantra, the solar plexus mantra, it becomes really magical for people who are in the twin flame journey. Because what are twin flames here to do? They are here to experience the most profound type of love that no one else can experience. And in order to do that, we have to deal with other people's mood swings and go beyond that. So if someone is very moody, we still love that person. How can we love moody people? To understand that there can be misunderstandings. Once your side of misunderstanding is cleared, which means you don't react. Okay? So I'm being shown that either there were third party influences, some other person, family member, friend, somebody walked up to your person. Now, here, your person can be literally anyone. It can be a boyfriend girlfriend situation, it can be husband wife situation, it can be family situation, it can be sibling bond. Okay, so somebody you're very close to, somebody who's also close to you, they like you, they love you. There is a kind of negativity has been created. As we go higher and higher in our inner work journey and we get more and more serious about our growth, about our shift, we realize that outside people, external people, are simply a mirror reflection of what is happening inside of you. So somebody can take the form of that voice. So just the way there are humans slash demons, there are also spiritual warriors, the watchers, and the way they They have, and the way they have their power is to watch and not react. My goodness, what a card. Oh, reaction. So, what they are teaching to you, the watchers are teaching to you, especially the chosen ones, not to react. So, somebody misunderstood you, someone, some other third party influence walked up to this person, and they just backbited about you, or just spoke something about you and created a big wall between you and that person. They basically stole your energy, your confidence. And now, when this person, either they confronted you, in some cases they confront, in some cases they don't even confront. That's what I'm being shown. In some cases, they're like, okay, my person or my friend, my best friend, my lover, my this, that, whosoever, what is the relationship is not important here. The energy is important. That person spoke ill about me, or that person did bad to me. I'm also been given a loner and introvert card. So either it could be you or it could be the other person who's a loner and introvert. So introvert is also an inner thing. Some people are very chatty and talkative, but actually they're quite introverted. So this person kept that pain in their hearts. Or the worst thing some people do is they create like a misunderstanding in their head, or it is an actual misunderstanding, and they don't resolve it, they don't solve it, they keep it, and then everything else, whatever happens, they use that information and they start to sort of misunderstand everything else as well. So, no matter how nice you are, how loving you are, how caring you are, the other person is either going to use the third party information, the past experience, the paternal or maternal mood swing that has been passed on in their DNA, the negative voices, anything can be used, and they create this whole image about a person, like this person is going to treat me badly, this person is going to break my heart, this person is going to disrob me of my happiness, or this person is going to use me, this person is going to manipulate me, this person is going to do bad to me basically. So today in this reading we have something different happening. We have the energy of a person who has transmutated from this. So maybe 2 years back something happened to you, a big misunderstanding took place. You were innocent, but someone misunderstood you. And now it got healed. Why? Because you did your inner work. You went within yourself and you realized that the authority, the inner authority, is connected with your outer authority. You worked on your inner authority and you start seeing changes in the outside world. So people, it could be one individual or it could be many. It could be 5 people, 6 people, it could be a whole bunch of people. All the people who misunderstand you, they do not understand you because you did this balancing act. You did not go outside and try to explain your position. You did not go outside and were like, hey, you know what, I want you to hear my side of story. Maybe in the past in your life you've done it many times, but now you decided, when you got this heartbreak or you got this pain or you got betrayal or you got misunderstood, this time you decided to not do anything externally. You were like, I need to sit and think through this. Why is this happening to me all the time? Why do most people misunderstand me? What have I done? What did I do wrong to these people? I love these people or that one person and I mean well. Then why am I always the center of all this drama or all this annoyance? Perfect card. So you worked, whosoever I'm channeling, you worked on your temperance energy or you channeled the temperance energy in you. Temperance is the perfect star seed twin flame card when you are seeing a shift in your life, because temperance is super chilled out, doing the inner work, working with the elements, working with the energy that universe has given, the divine energy, the gifts. Temperance is one of my favorite cards. I've said it so many times, but I really even look at this card and I feel wow. Such a beautiful, beautiful picture. The credit should go to the one who created this picture, the creator, the painter, the artist as well. So as an artist also, I think it's a beautiful image to draw. I have a similar sort of image, but it's not really similar, but story is different. You can see the painting is behind me, right behind me. I feel very much guided to share this with you. It is still not fully complete, but when I made this painting, what is unique about this story is that this is Garud from Ramayana. Why this is important is because I painted it when I was channeling the energy of a being, a very unique, different being who found out about his potential and capabilities for the first time. So in Ramayana, you have a lot of hybrid characters. So Garud is one of those hybrid characters. Now you see a lot of movies and you see a lot of web series being made around it. But Ramayana and Mahabharata always had these two beautiful epics. You must read it no matter which country you're from. You must read it. It can help you in your ascension process greatly. So Garud is one of the hybrid character, but the first time, this is from the first day when he opened up his wings and he accepted his hybrid side, his hybrid nature, his powers, his abilities, his potentials for the first time. So this is how I auto painted this. I myself was going through something, and when I came out of therapy session, just very quickly I made this painting. Some of the paintings I've made very quickly. This is, I think, in a day or two I finished it, like that, and you can see the detailing is so interesting. So his wings. So when I was looking at temperance, I don't know why right now I felt like. Just the temperance is like more of balanced and everything, but Garud is the energy. This young Garud energy is literally day one or his initial stage of accepting who he is, and that's the energy I feel in this reading also. That some of you are in acceptance of who you are in such a beautiful way that now you don't need to explain yourself, your standpoint, your perspective to others, especially your kindness, your nature. I mean, if it's a love thing, because when you love people, you don't also leave them like that. If they're upset, okay, let them be upset. If they're sad, let them be sad. That's not how we work. But we also don't overdo it. We do it, but we don't overdo it because everyone needs to go through their journey. But loving people also have this beautiful quality of um, just bringing people back again. So in Hindi, we call it rootna and manana. This is also part of relationships, whether it's friendships or so. A lot of distorted masculines and feminines lack this. So when the other person gets angry, one person is angry. Out of two, one is angry. The other should remain peaceful and calm. If the other is angry, this one should be peaceful and calm, and they should know the tactics or the ways to bring the other person back in. Either it's with a smile, or you give them a gift, or you cook a meal for them, or you just take them out somewhere, or sometimes you have to be very strict also with them. Sometimes you have to get angry also. In some cases, when they're not listening to you, you have to pretend to be really angry. So these are just tactics that are used when someone is feeling a bit left out or unloved. But again, discernment is the most important part of whatever we do. We need to have discernment of what to present to other people so that they can also grow and progress. Sometimes you have to really be angry. You have to block people away. You have to create a boundary because they're not listening to you. They're not seeing the truth. So you have to be very strict with them. And then later on, when you realize or you feel, okay, the energy is shifting, you can bring them back in or you can accept them again. But then this is also important, when to accept and when not to accept. All right. So here in this reading, I clearly see that inner problem is being either healed or you're becoming open to it. At least you know that no matter what I do externally, it's not going to help. Only in Hindi, another beautiful word, therav. It's like stillness. The stillness is going to help, which we see in this King of Pentacles. He's still, he's calm, he has a plan, and he's very confident, he's not rushing in, he's very relaxed. Wherever you see lot of confidence, you'll always see the yellow color, and wherever you see the grounding part, you'll see red. Now this card has both the grounding, the foundation, and the confidence, which is both very very important aspects of doing anything. All right, so yes, the misunderstanding is clearing away on its own as per divine guidance, thanks to your inner work and your discernment, and also your attitude of letting it go and giving it to God. So this is where I'm going to close this session. I will see you in the next one. For personal readings and personal sessions, you can check out the description box. Kindly do not share anything with me if it's a reading, if it's an energy reading, tarot reading session. But if it's a therapy, then you yourself have to check the list. You have to go through it. You have to see which one stands out or pops out the most, which one you feel you need to get into ASAP, or maybe two three of them pop out. So which one is the most interesting one for you? And all these therapies are really interesting because they are not like typical therapies how other people do it. These are not sessions or 30 minutes 1 hour session. These are proper 2.5 hour sessions that I give. Nobody is going to give to you 2.5 hour sessions at this price or at this cost, whatever the fee is, and in this structure. So your whatever money you invest in it, it's not going to go waste. And I also need people who are willing to do the shift. It's not like just one sided, the healer is trying and the other person is like, oh, I can't do anything. So that attitude also has to be there, that yes, I want to shift. I'm done with the crap that's happening in my life. I do not want to give the remote control of my life to other people. I want to take the remote control back. If you have that attitude, then therapy can do magic and wonders for you. So I will see you in the next one. One love, peace out, and victory to Ram.